Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I made a winter themed door hanger. I started by taking a scrap piece of wood and cutting out a snowman and then sanding all the edges. Next, I gave it a coat of paint. For his nose, I cut a carrot shape from a thin piece of wood and painted it orange. I then used hot glue to attach it to his face and also painted a couple of black dots for his eyes. Next, I ripped a strip of fabric to use as a scarf and tied it around the neck. I also painted on a couple of dots for his buttons. I drilled a small hole in each side so I could glue in a stick for his arms. I then glued a dowel to his back so I could attach it to the wall pocket. For the wall pocket, I'm using an empty popcorn tin. I used a can opener to cut off the bottom of the can and then flattened the bottom together. Now when I did this, I made sure that my seam was on the back, but if you were going to leave it, with this picture, then obviously you're going to want to have it, on the side. But since I'm going to paint mine, I made sure that the seam was towards the back. I then gave it a coat of spray paint as a primer and then painted on my final color. Okay, I put a little E6000 down inside and then clamped it. Just basically to kind of hold it shut a little bit, but still allow any rain or snow that might get inside to melt, you know, through and come out. Next, I made a stencil using my Cricut. I mostly use that because I have one and I feel like I need to justify the purchase price of it, but you could easily just hand paint a design on the front of your can. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I like to paint my base color on the stencil first and then paint on the final color. It's just a personal preference. For me, it seems to help stop any paint bleed under the stencil. After I did the first stencil, I then painted on a few snowflakes. I then glued some trim to the top and bottom of the can. Next, I glued some styrofoam inside the can and then covered it with sheet moss. I then added my snowman and all the greenery pieces. To finish it, I used my small crocodile to punch a hole on each side of the can and added a ribbon hanger and a bow. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I'll see you in the next video.